Now, this is probably going to be actually the hardest what went right, but what went wrong I ever do in this series, just in general. And I say that because there's things, important things that went right for Asuna's character that are pretty basic, plain and simple. But there are also things that most definitely went, well, wrong. Am I referring to the whole Yui thing being their child, Kirito and her child? No, I'm not referring to anything even that really revolves around that, but we'll be referring to things that are, around that time period. So let's just start off with what went right. Now, what went right for, Asuna's character was something that went right for a couple characters in anime in general. I mean, you could say, for example, Urza Scarlet from, well, Fairy Tail, except that she can do everything she wants because, well, she's Urza. But Asuna, she was not that kind of person. She was someone who was independent. She's someone who could hold her own. But Kirito still was the go-to guy. We saw that with Gleam Eyes, and Kirito finishing him off with his dual sword ability. So what am I getting at here? What I'm getting at is Asuna is a character that was independent. That's something that you don't get a lot. It's kind of like a Rias Grimmery from High School DxD, independent, but there's not really much to her character, because every time you have an independent character, it feels as if you're just always leaving out something. There's always something more to be desired for the character, and I think that's why a lot of people you'll see in writing, they actually just simply don't make a character who's totally, independent. That's why you see a lot of heroines, right? You just don't see independent characters because they're like, how do I write this person? My main character is a male. How do I make it, make it seem as if he is truly the lead character? And that's something that really went wrong with Asuna, and that's why she fell back into the cheerleading role. GGO, we saw that. Mother Rosario, Rosario arc, well, she didn't really take the front lines because there were no front lines to really even take to begin with. It's like her meeting Kirito just kind of like drained her of her, I guess, I don't know if, I guess this is definitely back, a lack of a better word, and I don't know if this is a word, but it drained her of her character independence, I guess, if that's even a term I can use here, but it just siphoned it from her. It made her feel as if, hey, I have a shield now. I don't have to be my other shield. And it's kind of like she felt comfortable. She felt behind that shield. It felt comfortable. She felt safe. And maybe that may be true. Maybe that does make sense in a real life kind of setting. And maybe that's what, Ricky Kawahara was trying to give off. That's the emotion he wanted us to kind of say, oh, she feels safe now because now she has that shield. And she doesn't have to ever even worry about taking the blow. Asuna's character was kind of written like a double-edged sword. You're independent, but guess what? Our main character is the one who's going to defeat the game. You're not going to defeat the game in the raid. It's going to be a one-on-one fight. And I don't know how they could have done this better. Maybe if they would have milked out the rest of the floors. But at the same time, that's the problem with the whole cast of Sword Art Online, and we can all agree with that. It's not even the lack of screen time for Asuna like others. It's the fact that she's on screen and they don't do anything with her the second half of Sword Art Online. Everything past the first season. And it sucks because Asuna is a cool character. Her conflict, her drama with her parents, it's cool. It makes you, it gives her characterization. It kind of explains why she acts the way she does and why she feels so free, and maybe why she's so, so much more happy and lively when she's in, virtual reality. She feels like a bird that's not in a cage no longer. And those are things that did go good with Asuna's character, but it's just, they don't know what to do with Asuna's character if Kirito's around. And I feel as if Asuna's character would have been much better in a show that was, well, based off of her. And that's kind of why I like the, like the story of SEO Progressive, which I do recommend you guys reading it. And maybe one day it will even get adapted, but not anytime soon because the anime is obviously doing amazing. But I just, it's so hard to, decipher it. It's just something that, happens with independent characters. Once again, Rias Grimmery. Once again, Urza Scarlet. I mean, she's on the screen. She does the things she has to do. But other than that, Urza's past was cool, yeah. But her character's not really deep. And she's too independent, which Urza may be the only character that could have got away with it just from the writing that was there. She had all the potential, she had all the parts, but then they had to make her so OP. Rias Grimmy, a girl, Rias Grimmy is a girl who definitely is not just overpowering everyone. Yes, she's someone who's very strong, can hold her own, not necessarily win. Issei is the person who's going to, in the end win, but nonetheless, there's still that problem of there's nothing to her character. But I'll leave you guys with that. I would love to see your guys' comments down below and hear your guys' thoughts. As always, guys, you guys have been hexed. Be sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.